Good day.
I think where we left off, we were just about to go fight Mephisto.
Not in town.
Forgot my minion died.
Greetings.
Not here. I need mana. I need mana.
Hate those little undead guys.
Not enough mana.
Technically, I could probably run past these guys, but I'll just kill them just in case I die. Or not. Gonna have to teleport. Alright.
I need mana. I need mana.
I can't wait till I level up and get this spell leveled up.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Ithrin's okay, it's not the greatest. Hey, what's up, bird? I forgot this guy existed. He's kind of a pain in the ass.
I
Just
need
because he has charge bolt whenever you hit him, on top of just his damage and all his other minions. Yep, well, she died. Not surprised.
mana. I need mana. I need mana.
Hey, I actually got a... What type of creature is that? That is a... essentially... Let me see. The easiest way to think about it is, I guess, assume that it's a possessed, transformed human. I think. If I remember the lore right, that's what the council members were. Well, it's demonized. That's not really a tail. That's a leg.
I need mana.
See, that's his leg, not a tail.
I
Hey,
need
what's up,
mana.
Joe?
I need
Kind
mana.
of surprised you're here for Diablo. Why does it look like that? Because it's a demon. It's not gonna be pretty. Alright, I would prefer to have my minion, but I guess I'll do this without her.
My brothers have escaped you.
Just because having the minion here gives me like a little meat shield. And that's Mephisto.
Mephisto shall no longer darken our souls with hatred.
I don't need the exploding potion. Let me... I mean, that's what minions are for. They're meat shields.
Not enough mana.
If you're with the sorceress, just know you're gonna have to play the role of tank. Oh, why did I switch weapons? I doubt this guy's gonna drop anything good, but I'll fight these guys. Oh, I don't have any healing potions. Let me go back to town.
Our good day.
Anyway, how you doing, Joe? Kind of surprised that you're on.
What do you need?
I'm assuming family's not home again. Let's see, Captain's... That's a good thing I didn't sell that. I was gonna say, Captain's rule is actually not bad. I'll keep it. Okay, I can sell that, and I can sell this one. Do I have anything in my cube? No. Well, I mean, at least if you're always home alone, that means you can try and stop by more, so there's that. Type of currency in the game? It's gold. Just basic gold. And he didn't drop anything good. Alright, well, we are done here. We're gonna go to hell now. M said he was probably gonna miss the next couple days. We'll watch the cutscene.
I did as you told me, Tyrael. I found the temple of the Sasharon. In the deepest recesses of the temple, I found a dark gathering. My companion, the Wanderer, Talrasha, and a great evil who could only be the Lord of Hatred himself, Mephisto. I heard a voice that, like 1,000 needles in my heart. My brothers, at long last we stand reunited. The infernal gate has been prepared, and the time of our final victory is at hand. spreading fire, and the seas will become as blood. The righteous shall fall before the wicked, and all creation shall tremble before the burning standards of hell. What I saw then was not meant for mortal eyes.
That's not me, bird.
Stands ready. Now, my young brother, the time has come to assume your true form.
Alright, Joe. Appreciate you being able to stop by. See ya.
Arise, Diablo, Lord of Terror. You are a harbinger of our return, Diablo. Send forth your terror into hell.
What do you mean, why does it look like that? It's a demon.
The time. It is good to see. There is a dark, tortured soul.
Yeah, I get it, Tyrael. You want me to go clean up your mess. Why is he just standing there? Because he's fairly useless outside of cutscenes. She is... No, forgot. It's this guy.
What do you need?
I say I actually need to get my equipment repaired. Most of the angels in this game are fairly useless. Even in the lore, they're kind of useless. Tyrael is like the only one that really helps.
Not enough mana.
Now I gotta be careful down here just because there's one specific enemy that is mostly invisible and they shoot out lightning. It does a lot of damage and they usually show up in like big packs. So if you don't have much lightning resistance like I don't have, they can kill you really fast.
Not enough mana.
These guys right here. Wait, no, not those. Never mind. Wrong ones.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Technically, I don't need to fight these things. Because that's a different class bird. I'm a sorceress. I throw out magical attacks. That's the necromancer's way of playing. He hides behind the skelly boys.
Not enough mana.
I'm doing no damage. I really need to level up.
Not enough mana.
I hide behind my minion, yes, but I prefer having magic. Honestly, like I like playing the Necromancer, but he is probably by far the most boring class to watch because you kind of just stand there.
Not enough mana.
Hey, a soul rune. That's actually a good drop for somebody around this level. Didn't even know these guys could drop a soul rune. Yeah, I know. I'm giving you mana. It's rather boring to watch for most people, and for a lot of people, they don't like playing as him because it's kind of easy mode. I like playing as him just fine, but for a Grail, sorcerers clear rooms faster. They're funner to play. They're funner to watch. They just happen to be my favorite class.
I need mana.
I wish it was a different enemy that I found. So the way this game works is usually per area that you run into, say there's 6 possible enemies that can spawn, only 3 of them will spawn. So 3 types of enemies.
Not enough mana.
Which is these Doom Knights, the Ghost Thingies, and these Crawlers. Which they're not my favorite of the ones. They're easy, but they're just annoying.
I need mana.
Alright, I need mana. So, we're gonna go back to town. I guess we'll identify the stuff that we got.
Good day.
Hail to you, champion.
Who's weird looking? The enemies?
I need mana.
Now, I hate fighting those ghost things because they have an attack that homes at you and it doesn't hurt you. It just constantly drains your mana at a fast pace, which for me sucks.
I need mana.
I figured you were a little behind.
I need mana.
Hey, you see that red thing that's coming at me? Alright, it hit the minions, so it doesn't matter because they don't have mana. But if that wraps around me for, I think it's like 5 or 10 seconds, it just constantly drains my mana.
Not enough mana.
Okay, they're a minion, so there should be a... Yeah, I was gonna say, there should be a strong version of them over here.
Not enough mana.
Mana potions, it refills over time, but typically either mana potions, a shrine, or just let it refill over time.
I need mana.
There are some items you can get that will fill your mana per kill or per hit, depending on whatever stat it has. But typically, you're going to be using potions. Here it is. I was going to say, I need to find the next area.
Not enough mana.
I should really level up her bow. I think I will here in a second. I might have the necessary runes to do it.
Not enough mana.
There's also a boss over here. That's why these guys have an aura. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome.
Not enough mana.
Yeah. I mean, after a while, a lot of people move over to regeneration potions, which is an instant percent instead of over time. But yeah, at this level, your potions are gonna do just fine.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Let me just get over here. What's your favorite class to play,
Not enough
Booth
mana.
Guard? So these things right here are the things that I don't like fighting. You see these burning souls, bird? The reason I don't like them is because, like I said, if you don't have very good lightning res, they can kill you pretty fast if you're not aware.
I need mana.
Yeah, it'll probably be a while before we get any rune word. I'm starting completely from scratch, trying not to use anything from my previous accounts. Most of my viewers are pretty new to Diablo. I usually stream Smash, but with the remake I wanted to do a whole new Grail. So a lot of it's kind of me also introducing them to everything that's going on, playing through. See, that was, I was talking to Bird about that earlier, about Necros, like, because she was asking why don't I just summon a bunch of skeletons, only it's Necromancer. And a lot of people don't like watching the Necro. There's actually a good amount of people that don't like playing it just because the summoning Mancer is my favorite. A lot of people don't like it. But yeah, the Poison Necro is also another route if you want to play that class.
Not enough mana.
What Youth Guard plays. Essentially, instead of just relying on your summonings to do the work, you use a skill that inflicts a lot of poison damage. Usually you'll run in Corpse Explosion or something with it too.
Not enough mana. I need mana. Not enough mana.
Yeah, that's the problem I know I'm gonna run into with the Sorceress too. Once I get into Hell and things are immune to my elements, it's gonna get a lot harder. Unless I get better gear. If you're curious why I'm playing on the controller, even though I'm on the PC, I find it easier to stream and actually talk with the controller.
I need mana. I need mana.
So many souls.
Not enough mana.
So how do you feel? I don't know if you play Sorceress much. How do you feel? Do you think that
Not enough mana.
it's better to do Blizzard or Frozen Orb? I prefer Frozen Orb just because I like the spell more. I can kind of cast it and have a little bit more area. Actually, I'll pick that up. I might be able to sell it. And I know technically Blizzard does slightly more damage.
I need mana. I need mana.
Well, at least I got lightning res there. Because I don't really have any resistances right now.
I need mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Just out of curiosity, Boothguard, did you, I'm assuming, since you're talking about it, did you play like way back in the day too, or did you kind of come back with Resurrect?
I can't carry anymore.
I'm assuming you're more of an OG player, but
I need mana. I need mana.
I really need to level up my frozen orb. I'm doing no
Can't
damage
carry
right now.
anymore. I need mana. Not enough mana. I can't carry anymore.
Alright, I really can't carry anymore. I'll do that. I'll probably go back to town here in a second.
Not enough mana.
Actually, that's gonna need more space.
I need mana.
Let's see. I just need to hurry up and find Ishul. Is whatever, however you say his name.
I need mana. I need mana. I need mana.
Thought I pressed it. I guess I didn't. Are you able to level up? I mean, yeah, you can. It just takes a bit. Oof, a lot of souls around here. Let me kill those first. So, I mean, the leveling up in this game works just about like every other game. You kill stuff, get experience. The max level in this game is 99. You can get a little bit better than that. Or not a little bit better, a little bit more skill points than 99. Because of there's quests, things like that, that can actually give you more skill points. I'm gonna go back to town. But there is a max level, and it takes a certain amount of experience for each level. I don't remember the exact formula, but it's quite a bit more for every level. Alright, that's useless. Actually, that... Nah, I'll sell it. Probably should have kept that, but I'll sell that too. So thankfully, in an update they just announced, they're gonna fix Kane not identifying items that are in your cube. For some reason, he doesn't do that. Yeah, you see this yellow bar here. Let me switch. You see this bar right here? This is my experience bar. So I'm about almost halfway up to my next level. Or you can go to your character screen and it'll tell you you need that much experience out of that much. I still have quite a ways to go. I'm only level 30, so I can get quite a few levels before I hit max.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Where's he at?
Not enough mana.
No, let me just retreat over here. Do you get any rewards for leveling up? Just your skill points.
Not enough mana.
There is a leaderboard if you're playing online for like the fastest people to get to level 99, things like that. But no, it's mainly just skill points so you can upgrade your gear or your skills, and so you can, you know, have more strength, vitality, whatever, so you can wear different gear that has different requirements. Yeah, technically you don't need to be max level to beat the game. It just makes it slightly easier. There he is. I've been looking for this guy. Yeah, let me kill all his minions first, just so I don't die. This is why I love playing the sorceress. Broken.
Not enough mana.
This guy has a lot of health, but static field, what it does is it reduces their health by a quarter every time you use it. So you'll never kill with it, but for enemies with a lot of health like this or a boss, it really helps. And this was a fallen angel, by the way.
Tyrael was a fool to have trusted me. You see, it was I who told Diablo and his brothers about the Soul Stones.
Essentially, yeah, he betrayed
Corrupted to the core.
the angels. He was one of Tyrael's generals.
I need mana.
And yeah. I think that's the only one you ever fight that's like named.
I need mana.
I'm not sure if these Venom Lords that I'm fighting, you know, the big guys with the wings, I don't know if they're fallen angels or if they just look like it. I don't remember the lore there. Yeah, Tyrael's an angel. The guy with the big glowy wings?
I need mana.
Diablo 3 kind of introduces a lot more angel lore and stuff, but
Not enough mana.
it's... I don't know. I don't mind Diablo 3. Yeah, he's an angel. He is the Archangel of Justice.
Not enough mana.
No, the demons, I don't know if you're thinking like you're putting the names to the right characters. The demons are Mephisto, Baal, Diablo, Duriel, and Dariel, which those are the act bosses.
Not enough mana. Not enough
And then
mana.
the angel is Tyrael. He's about the only one that you interact with or run into in this. Well, no, there is one other angel. I forget his name. He essentially just stands at the gates of hell and is like, oh, you can go in.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Well, he's supposed to be there to, you know, story-wise, he's letting you know, like, this is Diablo's lair. Be prepared, you're gonna fight Diablo. And he reminds you to go and destroy the Soul Stone, I believe, if you haven't done it. I've never actually not destroyed the Soul Stones, it's part of the quest. But it doesn't stop you from going in if you haven't, I don't think. Pretty sure you can just run right past him. Yes, Diablo is the main villain in this game. In the base game, once you beat Diablo, that's it. So this is the final act in the original game. There was an expansion pass that came out a little bit after the game was made that added in Act 5. And that's where you go fight Baal, the remaining evil, because we've already killed Mephisto. That was the big demon that we just fought in the last area. And Mephisto, Diablo, and Baal make up the 3 prime evils, like the Lords of Hell. You know, I don't feel like fighting these guys anymore. So we're just gonna teleport around. Here it is. This is where I needed to go. Alright, I'll go back to town, sell some stuff. So yeah, this is Tyrael. This is the angel. Like I said, he's about the main angel you interact with. He's really about the only one that really helps humanity. But
Not here.
okay, that was pointless. Useless. Useless. I really need a better amulet. How are they creepy looking? How does he look creepy to you? He's an angel. And he's just an old man.
Not here.
I am just an old man. I'm not creepy.
Not enough mana.
Now these things I could understand if you said they were creepy. They're monsters.
I need mana.
Nothing good in there. Okay. So yes, this is hell. I mean, we were already in hell, but this is deeper into hell. There we go, I leveled up.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
I'll level up once I clear out this little area.
Not enough mana.
No, you can't fall off the edge. Thankfully, no, because if you could, that would be very annoying. Yeah, there's no real environmental hazards in this game. There is, like, traps and things you can run into. But you gotta keep in mind, when this game was made, they made it on a grid system. So all of your movement takes place, even though you can't see it, it's on a grid.
Not enough mana.
There we go. I didn't know that I leveled up twice. I guess I did. How old is this game? Original game came out in 2001, I believe. Remake came out this year.
I need mana. I need mana. I need mana.
Yeah, it's an old game. I grew up playing it. But it still had a pretty good player base,
Enough mana.
even before the remake. There was still a good amount of people still playing. The other Diablo 3 came out. Some people liked it, a lot of people didn't, so they went back to this game and just kept playing it.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
See, this skill is so much better than what I was doing. But unfortunately, you know, it's a late game skill. Do I like Diablo 3? It's okay. I didn't hate it. A lot of people did. It's very split. Usually a lot of people that really like Diablo 2 don't like Diablo 3. And vice versa, because they do feel like different types of games. I will say I thought Diablo 3 was a little easy and a little ridiculous sometimes, because so to give you an example of like how the difficulty setting works, in this game you have 3 difficulty settings. You have normal, nightmare, and hell. Hell is like really unforgiving, it's harder. Diablo 3 you have normal, nightmare, hell, hell 1, hell 2, hell 3. I think it goes up to like hell 7 or whatever. It was essentially. And for most of the game, even on the hardest difficulty, once you're a decently high level, you're just kind of standing there killing everything immediately. You're doing like hundreds of millions of damage values, and it's just like, okay, well, maybe a couple bosses, but outside of that, nothing else is really challenging. And something that
I need mana.
I like, but I can understand why people don't about this game, is it actually does require a little bit of strategizing when you make your build. Not every build in this game is actually viable to play. I'm just gonna go back down and get, oops.
Not in town.
Yeah, well, so whereas not every build is exactly viable, you can get through normal mode with just about every type of build.
What do you need?
But Nightmare and Hell is where some builds start falling apart. That also means, granted, there are ways to respec, so it's not certain, like you screw yourself over, but you're not typically going to get every skill and max out every skill. You only have 120, 130, I think, skill points to use. Max outing a skill takes 20 points. So usually what you're going to actually do is you're going to find one skill that you're going to specialize in. So this right here, I'm specializing in this one. I'm doing normal right now. So if you see down here under Frozen Orb, it says receives bonuses from Ice Bolt. So that means for every hard point, not given by an equipment, but actually point that I put into Ice Bolt, it'll increase the damage of this. So typically, if you're going to max out this skill, you're going to do 20, 15, 20. And that leaves you the rest of the skills for a secondary backup element. Typically, you want to have two different elements as a sorceress because monsters become immune to your element. So what I'm going to run is this right here. I'm going to do Hydra, which receives bonuses from these two, and then this. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 115. And granted, there's a couple of skills scattered around, so I might not max out everything. But that should give me a pretty solid... Yes, monsters can become immune to multiple elements. I don't think they'll ever be immune to more than 2 things at once. I believe that's a hard limit that they have. But... So, next time I have a special enemy, I'll show you. I'll try to show you. Okay, there'll be a special enemy coming up here. Because the quest just got updated.
Not enough mana. I am overburdened.
Okay, so you see this guy down here, this green Shrek ogre looking dude.
I can't carry anymore.
Here, if I hover over his name, it's Hephisto the Armor. You see how it says Demon, Spectral Hit, Aura, Enchanted? So every special monster that you fight can get buffs that are like suffixes and prefixes. Depending on what the buff is, depends on what it actually does.
I can't carry anymore.
Well, say you find an enemy that is cold enchanted. On top of their normal elemental resistances, they also get resistances to whatever element that was, so cold.
I can't carry anymore. I can't.
What do you mean I can't put it in there? Really? Alright. So yeah, he wasn't immune to anything. Certain monsters will always have the same attributes, but other monsters can be random. So you can get a monster that's naturally immune to fire, as well as being... Oh, let me kill this thing first. As well as being cold enchanted, which would bump up their, say, 50% cold res to 100. So now they're fire and cold immune. And as a sorceress, I would be kind of screwed there because that's the 2 elements that I use. What were the white soul? Well, that's exactly what they were. They were souls. What I did is I used a special hammer that I got from killing that demon to smash Mephisto, the boss that we just beat, his soul stones, the thing that contained his soul. So now he theoretically shouldn't be able to be resurrected. But yeah, it was all the souls that were trapped in that soul stone. I released them. And lore-wise, if I remember right, you're supposed to not be able to resurrect them after they've destroyed a soul stone.
Not enough mana.
How many elements are there? I'm able to use, technically, skill-wise, 3 elements. Lightning, fire, cold. Which is like ice. There is also poison, magic, and physical damage. And then... Yeah, that's it. So, essentially certain skills, like a paladin's holy bolt, don't do
I need mana.
an elemental damage, they just do magic damage. There are very few monsters that are immune to magic. Most of them are going to be, I think fire and cold are the most common.
Not enough mana.
But yeah, you're not going to run into very many monsters that are immune to magic, which is why paladins do very well with their magic hammer.
Not enough mana.
Which is literally just a hammer they summon that circles the paladin, does a bunch of damage. And since it does magic damage, there's not really a lot of resistances to it. Now, I don't know if you were going to ask this or not, but we'll just cover it right now. There are ways to break immunities. It depends on the skills that you have. Sorceress, I can't do it without a certain item. But necromancers and I believe paladins
I need mana.
can. Because they have a skill called lower resistance. And the way it works is say
I can't carry anymore.
say this guy that I'm fighting right now. Say he has exactly 100 cold resistance. Well, you have a skill that lowers resistance by 20. It's not actually going to lower his resistance by 20. So it's not going to give him 80 cold res. It's going to break the 100, but it's going to... forgot what the formula is. It interacts different. But that's a cool thing about sorceresses. So if they're not at 100 resistance, it won't do that. It'll just minus it from whatever. This skill right here, this takes away from my enemy's cold resistance. Instead of the other two masteries that buff your spell's damage, say somebody's got 90 cold res and I have that maxed out. I think it maxes at like 70. What the resistances does is it takes that percentage away of what the damage would be from what you actually receive. So it's just a secondary way of increasing my damage. So this is the only other angel that you really interact with.
Proceed, hero, into Terror's lair. Know that Diablo's innermost sanctum is hidden by fire.
Yeah, pretty much all he's saying is, this is Diablo's little house, whatever. You have to break the seals to force him to summon. Be prepared. But you don't have to talk to him. You can walk past him. He's kind of useless. He doesn't help you.
Not enough mana.
I don't even know if he does anything lore-wise. He might just be completely useless.
I need mana. I am overburdened. Not enough mana. I need mana. I am overburdened.
Okay. Yeah, no worries, bird. Do what you need to do.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
I don't even know if I should bother increasing her weapon, since I'm probably just gonna get rid of her pretty soon anyway. I mean, yeah.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. I can't carry anymore. I need mana. I can't carry anymore.
Okay, I can carry more for that. I can take an amp room. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go back to town.
Not here.
Actually, not a bad amulet. I'll take it. It's not good for me, but it's not bad.
Not here.
Alright, let's see what this is. And kind of useless. Yeah, you teleport back to town with a portal. So far, I've not really been getting anything good from any of this stuff. We can sell these. I don't really need gems. Go ahead and put up all my gold just in case I die. It's one last thing to worry about. Oh yeah, I can. We might as well increase my health. I mean, it's not like I won't need it. He's stuck in the wall. I'm not fighting him. How much gold do I have? Honestly, gold is fairly easy to come by in this game.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Honestly, I don't remember what the max is, but I do have quite a bit. And I'm nowhere near the max. Like, number-wise, it sounds like a lot.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
I should be leveling up pretty soon. I'm getting close.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. I need mana. Not enough mana.
Well, there we go. Leveled up.
I need mana.
Can you be named the best mod? For today, sure, by default. Since M is not here to contest it. But only for today.
I need mana. I need mana. I need mana. Not enough mana.
Alright, I'll hydrate here in a second.
Not enough mana.
Might as well open up a portal. Open up a portal just in case. I don't see myself dying here, but you never know. Worst case scenario, it'll be used for Diablo. So yeah, breaking these seals releases his generals. I have to kill them. Hey, what's up, Poncho? How you doing, man? I didn't know that you weren't already following. I thought you were. But yeah, breaking these seals essentially releases his generals. I have to kill all 3 of them before I can fight Diablo. You gonna be streaming here in a minute? Actually, you know, we'll pick up all these mana potions. I'm sure I'll need them. Just hanging out, okay. Yeah, I mean, we're just playing Diablo. I don't know if you know a whole lot about this game. I know most of the people don't. I haven't seen it before. Yeah, I'm sure you've probably either seen or heard about 3 or with 4 coming out. But this is the remake of 2, so it's an older game they recently remade. Well, they didn't really remake it, they just updated all the graphics, made it a little bit more user-friendly. Yeah, I can toggle back to the old graphics here in a second, and I'll show you the update. It's quite a bit. Alright, we'll do it now. So this is the old graphics. You can't tell by the graphics, this game is old.
I need mana.
Go back to the beautiful new graphics. Yeah, it was nice. I mean, people have been wanting it for a long time because as old as this game is, it still has a pretty active community. But yeah, after years and years of like, hey, where's Diablo 2 remake? And then they announced Diablo Immortal, and everybody was not happy about that one, to say the least. They finally announced this one, kind of, not really out of nowhere, but I didn't expect it. And the reason why it's interesting, but the reason why you can switch back like that is because technically there's 2 games running at the same time right now. There's the new game with the graphics overlaid on top of the old game that's constantly running.
Not enough mana.
Unless I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember them saying that whenever they made the game. Yeah, this was one of my favorite games as a kid, so when they announced the remake, I was actually still playing the old game. I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna get that, play it on stream. It's got up to 8 people multiplayer. There's a bunch of classes you can play as. So eventually we will get back to playing this on stream. Oh, damn it. Let me just... yeah.
I need mana.
I don't really have a whole lot of fire res right now, so.
I need mana.
I'm probably gonna need to go back to town. But yeah, it's so the way the multiplayer works is you can play online with up to 8 people. Each person that joins makes the monsters stronger, but they drop more experience and give better loot. I thought I did a mana potion. Did I just do a healing? There's 7 classes, I believe, to choose from. So it's not just a sorceress. And then each class has about 3 different skill trees that they spec or specialize in. But some classes are vastly better than others.
Good day.
It's unfortunate, but I mean, not unfortunate for me, but for some people, this game tends to prefer magic users.
Hail to you, champion.
Let's see. That's useless and useless. Well, you came just in time because I'm about to fight what was the final boss of the game before the expansion DLC. What's the least played class? It depends on your group. Did I not trigger all the seals? Well, that was kind of a waste of mana. Oh, I did those. Why didn't Diablo spawn? Did I not? No, because I did this seal. I did the enemies here. Maybe there's like one enemy left alive somewhere that I have to kill. Oh no, I didn't do this one. But yeah, I think the least played class is probably the Barbarian. Just because he's almost purely physical. With good gear, he can do alright, but like I said, this game doesn't really... You can play non-magic, but it's harder. You're definitely going to struggle. Especially if it's your first time playing. Ooh, that's dangerous. That lightning will kill you extremely fast.
I need mana.
This is Diablo.
Not enough mana.
Well, of course my minion died. Kind of expected that. He should be dead pretty soon. Yep, there he goes.
Terror stalks hell no more.
Yeah, no, I love my magic players.
I can't carry anymore.
Well, that was Diablo. Now we go back to town. I think I have a portal somewhere. I'll just use it.
I knew.
And now it's on to Act 5. We'll let the cutscene play.
I heard later that He was defeated. And that the Soulstone were destroyed in Hellforge. All except one. Oh, I failed, Tyrael. I couldn't do as you asked. I couldn't enter that gate. Forgive me, Tyrael. Forgive me.
Marius, give me the stone, and all is forgiven. Give it to me, Marius.
Take it. Take it, take it. I'm glad this is finally over, Tyrael. Look what the stone has done to me.
You haven't failed, old man. You've done exactly as you were meant to do. However, I am not the Archangel Tyrael.
Well, no. No, 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 no.
You have done well, Marius. Now I think you shall have your reward.
What have I done to deserve?
How do you expect the old man to jump on Bird? He is but a feeble old man. You want him to fight the devil and his two brothers? They don't got Glocks. This is before the age of Glocks. I don't know how well that'd work for you. Why don't you, alright. Why don't you try pulling up to the devil with the Glock, Bird, and tell me how it goes. So where we're about to go is the homeland of the Barbarian, one of the classes you can play as. Because they're tasked with guarding the World Stone, which is like the source of magic and life on Earth.
Fail! The Gates of Sasharon have stood for eons beyond remembrance. and you shall not breach them now. Remove your foul demons from our lands. We stand on the side of light. You shall not be allowed to reach Mount Ariat, and that which you seek will not be yours.
I shall take your position into consideration. Well, it seems your terms are not acceptable.
Again, Bert, they're demons. They're not gonna look good. It was funny. He just went. Anyway, so yeah, this is the barbarian homeland. It's under siege.
Good afternoon. Sorc.
They don't like magic. I'll sell that. I honestly don't need it.
Hello.
Let's see. Should we continue on and fight the first boss of this area, or should we just call it here? You know what? We'll get to the next waypoint. We'll call it at the next waypoint. Shouldn't take me that long to do this.
My magic will break the siege.
And see, this is why melee characters kind of fall apart here. Like, just look at it. I mean, granted, they do have skills sometimes, and these are just NPCs. But that's about what you're going to be doing. You got to fight one-on-one every time. Whereas I can come in with magic and just kill everything in like 2 seconds.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
Plus, the way that this game, every time you attack with something that's not magic, you're not guaranteed to hit. You have to do something called your attack rating versus the monster's defense to see if you'll even hit them. And then however much damage you do is just dependent on your weapon. But it sucks because then you have to allocate things in your build around just being able to even hit monsters, not even just doing damage. Whereas all I have to worry about is damage and my defense.
I need mana.
Yeah. So like the best thing about this game is even once you've beaten it, like say you beat all the bosses and all that, the way the loot and the items in it are randomized makes it to where you can replay it constantly, especially if you have a group playing. It's a very grindy game. And if you like those kind of games, you'll probably like it. And it's fun to play with people, but you don't necessarily have to. And you can still have a good time in single player mode. What I'm actually doing right now is single player mode, but I've done a command that they let you do, where it simulates that 8 people are playing to make the monsters harder and make them drop better loot. They give you more experience, but they have like 400% health and things like that. But yeah, technically you haven't beat the game until you beat it on hell mode. What I'm doing right now is normal difficulty, and then there's nightmare, and then hell. With each one, the monsters get stronger, they get immune to elements, things like that. But they drop better gear. That's how you unlock the higher tier equipment. Did you play? Yes, we play Elden Ring every Friday and Saturday pretty much.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't went through the story just because I'm playing with my girlfriend and then a buddy of mine from where I'm from. So we're kind of, it's taken a while. And I only played on stream, so. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. Like, this game and Elden Ring, I know are my less popular days. Most of my viewer base is here for Smash, and I get that. So it usually ends up being like me, Joe, Bird, File, and M, which that'll change with Joe not being here. File usually shows up for Diablo. Yeah, it's pretty much usually just the regulars at that point.
Not enough mana.
So I have to kind of put a balance between playing those games that I want to play, as well as playing Smash. Not that I don't like playing Smash, I love it. It's just
I need mana.
I know that those are my better performing days. Yeah, M said he was going to be busy probably the next couple days, so he wouldn't be able to stop by as much. I know File said he had some stuff to do, but he usually shows up for Diablo.
Not enough mana.
See, I have Minecraft, but we have it on a third-party server. Because we have Java. Well, technically I have a server on Bedrock too, but I have it hosted on a third-party thing. We played it for probably a good month every Friday or so, and then we haven't touched it.
I am.
The thing for me is Minecraft to me is very boring to watch because I don't craft. I just mine. So there's not really a whole lot there for people to watch. I understand some people enjoy watching that, but that's what I just said, Bird. I know.
Not enough mana.
You know, she hates, but my mines are always glorious. I will mine out the entire bottom of the map.
Not enough mana.
She's just mad because she couldn't get it to work, and then her house got struck by lightning, so it got destroyed.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Well, if you ever get this game, Huncho, feel free to ask me any questions you have or anything like that. Like I said, I've been playing this game for, well, not this one specifically, but the original one since I was like 7.
Not enough mana.
Yeah. Yes, it's on every console and PC. Unfortunately, it is not cross-play, but it is cross-progression. So say I get it on Switch, I can play with my characters, but I can't play with somebody on PC. You have to be on the same console. Yeah, I'm playing it on PC right now with the controller because it's a little easier to stream.
I need mana. I need mana.
The only caveat to that is, I believe, if you play this on Switch, instead of maxing out at 8 people that you can play with. Hey, what's up, File? I think it maxes out at 4 just because of the Switch's hardware. My posture, it is not good. You know what, we'll finish this quest.
I need mana.
You missed us killing the devil. We fought 2 bosses today, File. You missed both of them. You missed all of hell. Yeah, I mean, I would recommend if you do ever get this game, get it on the PC. If your PC can run it. I don't know how your PC is. That's okay. You'll have plenty of time to see them again when we run through in Nightmare in Hell. You're good. No worries. I had a bird here to keep me company. And then Huncho showed up.
Not enough mana.
Stream off a MacBook Pro. Oh, damn. I mean, it might be able to play it. I don't know. This game is surprisingly demanding on the specs for what you would think. But I don't know what the minimum requirements are. I know M bought it, and then even though his PC said that it could meet the minimum specs, it won't let him play it. It keeps telling him it can't play the game because it can't meet the minimum requirements.
Not enough mana.
I imagine, well, did you get Elden Ring on the PC or would you get it on? I imagine if whatever you played Elden Ring on should be able to run this game.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Okay, PS5. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, if you did get it, I wouldn't be able to play with you on the PS5. But
Not enough mana.
I could always give you, advice or anything you needed on it.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Yeah, about a year ago, maybe essentially right when I started streaming, I finally got around to buying a new PC because my old one wasn't. It was old. I don't know how the Stream Deck works with anything that's not Steam though. But yeah, I dropped like 3.5, almost 4K on this. But I won't have to do any upgrading for a long time.
Not enough mana. mana. I need mana.
I don't know if you'd be able to play this one that's not on Steam though.
Not enough mana.
Yeah, I don't know how it works with BattleNet being BattleNet. You know, always got to install some kind of third-party launcher to play the game you just spent $60 on. I mean, depending on what you mostly play, you know, it might not even be worth it, but I just figured I know I was gonna need one. I was gonna want to upgrade anyway because mine was old. So I set aside some of what I could afford. I was like, alright, it's a little pricey, but this is gonna be the last time I upgrade for like a while. So normally I would have just built it myself as well, but it was actually about the same price just to buy a pre-built one. So I was like, alright, I'll just be lazy and buy one.
Not enough mana.
I did just buy a pretty decent gaming laptop for Aya. That's what she plays Elden Ring on. And that was only like 12, maybe 1300 at Costco. I don't know if they still have it, but it wasn't that much. They might let you just run it through Blizzard's launcher. They might have some compatibility thing with Steam.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Yeah, I think it's got like a 3070 in it, so it's not the top of the top, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I played on my PC growing up, but it was like a RuneScape and Diablo, but I also played a lot of console games. I kind of went the typical route. I went from, so I had the 64, and then went to the PS2. I mean, I played the GameCube, but the PS2 was the more preference because I had both PS2 and Xbox. Xbox 360 over the PS3, and then PS4 over the Xbox. And then honestly, I haven't even touched the new generation. I haven't had a reason to. But yeah, I don't know what your finances are, but you could also, like I said, check that on Costco. I haven't had any issues with that gaming laptop, other than it running a little hot when it's charging, but I kind of expect that, considering it's a laptop.
I need mana. I need mana.
Say, I'm almost out of mana potions. Hopefully I can get through this without having to go back to town.
I need mana.
Maybe. I mean, depending on what you're wanting to do while you're streaming. you should be fine. It just depends on what you've got running in the background while you're doing it. Like if you're mainly streaming from consoles,
I need mana.
you can get away with just using what you're currently doing just fine. But I don't know how it would handle like playing this or Elden Ring or something like that and streaming. And that was the issue I was running into with my old PC. Because technically I could have just streamed when I was doing PS4 games through PS4. Could have done that. But I wanted to stream this and Smash and Ocarina of Time, the randomizers for it. PC couldn't do it. Why aren't they... Go away. They're just standing there like they're stupid. Was that all of them? Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go back to town.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, it also, you know, depends. Do you want a laptop? Do you want a PC? How good do you want it to be?
Thank you.
I've heard that the prices have gone down recently.
There is
But I don't know. To me, it was worth it to not have to worry about upgrading and just get it there. I don't think I have anything in my cube. I had some gems. Actually, I'm gonna go put those up. Actually, let me check something before I quit, because we're pretty much at the end. But I want to check something quick. That's not very good. Here, Tal Am. I could give that to her. I think I have those runes. Let's see. Tier rune. I should have. Yeah, there's a tier rune. There's an Am rune. Now, where is my Tal? There it is. And just make sure. So there's something I'm about to do. They're called rune words. It's items that you can get in this game. So these little runes right here each have their own effects depending on which rune it is. And it's like you're putting it in weapons, armor, helms, shields will give you that effect. But if you put them in certain weapons in the certain order, as long as it's... So what I'm about to do, it's tier, Tal, Am is the order I have to do it. So if I go over here, go back to my stash, grab this bow. You see how it has 3 circles in it? That means you could socket 3 items in it. You put one of these in there, you can do 3 of them. So if I do tier first, and then Tal, and then Am, instead of just giving me the bonuses that it gives me for those runes, it creates a rune word, and it gives me all this extra bonus stuff along with whatever it said. So I'm going to give this to my minion because she kind of sucks right now.
I'll put that to good
I'm going to get rid of her soon anyway, but none of those are anything particularly special. So yeah, as you see, this one, it gives her an aura called Thorns, which reflects a certain percentage of whatever damage she takes back at the attackers. And then all that extra nonsense, which, whatever. Kind of. I guess you can think about it that way. But yeah. So what I'm actually doing, the whole reason why I'm running through this right now, is because here, let me try and find a piece that has it. I'm gonna get rid of all this because this is from my previous saves. But you see how, damn, where are they? Do I not have any? Okay, you see how the name of this item is like this brownish gold color? Those items are called unique items. The way this game works is whenever you kill a monster, they roll to see if they're going to drop an item. And then the game rolls to see what that item's going to be. If it's magic, what magic artifact it's going to have, so on and so forth. So there's, I think, 6 types of items. You have normal, which is the white items. Like, I don't think I have any on. No. But normal is just your regular items, and then you have gray, which is these, socketed. You can put stuff into them. Then you have magic, which are blue. Like, well, I guess, do I not have any of those either? Anyway, you have magic items that are blue. Then you have rare items, which are yellow. So, like this. They'll have a weird name. These are always randomized. They have certain things they can do that they can randomize into, but they're always random. Then you have set items that will always have, so like this, they're green. They always have these bonuses right here, but let's see. Clayless Claw, Clayless Pincers. This is Clayless, no, that's Thesaurus. Let me find Clayless Claw real quick. Here it is. So by putting this shield on and having another item in that set on with the same name, which it shows you down at the bottom how many pieces there are, it gives me a bonus thing for having more of that same set. Yes, I know it's unorganized. Then you have the next tier, which is like this one. These are called unique items. They will always have the same stats, and they look different. So like, instead of this being a regular shield like this, it's got a special animation. The goal of a Holy Grail is to collect every single one of these kind of items in the game. There are some that are very, very hard to drop, not very common, and there are some that drop super easy. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm running up to and doing. But I think for now, this is probably a good place to stop. We're at the beginning of Act 5. Next time, we can finish Act 5. Yeah, Im said he wasn't going to be able to show up today. But, so yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to try to fix some stuff in the Discord. I'll let you guys know. But we'll see you later. Probably tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tuesday? Yeah, tomorrow for some more Smash. Yeah, he's busy. He has a life, Aya. Yeah, we'll see you later, man. Thanks for hanging out, guys.